Good afternoon, everyone. My topic for today's presentation is clinical study of prevalence of hypertension in glaucoma patients. So, I have no financial interest or relationship to enclose. Glaucoma is the world's second most common cause of blindness. As we all know, it accounts for almost 15% of global blindness. India accounts for 12.9% of the world's primary open-angle glaucoma blindness. Now, early diagnosis and careful management can prevent blindness occurring from glaucoma. A variety of studies have shown that intraocular pressure is associated with systemic blood pressure. So few of them I'll quote. According to Beaver Dam Eye study, the variability is in systolic blood pressure result in change in the aqueous humor formation, which lead to increased IOP. POAG is a multiple optic neuropathy factor characterized by changes in the head of the atropic optic nerve with visual field loss associated. The impact of blood pressure on POAG has been altered by the age, with a stronger correlation with subjects in the older age group. Now, 24-hour blood pressure tracking has also been tried, and it indicated that there is a higher risk of POAG in patients with significant drop in their blood pressure overnight. So, what are the aim of my study? Aim of my study was clinical study of prevalence of hypertension in glaucoma patient. Objective of these studies were to know the prevalence of hypertension in already diagnosed patient of glaucoma, to know the association of glaucoma and hypertension, to check the diabetes, mellitus, and myopia association with glaucoma, to calculate male and female ratio in correlation of hypertension and glaucoma. Materials and methods. Study setting, Department of Ophthalmology, Santosh Medical College and Hospital. Study design, cross-sectional observational study. Patient age group was taken more than 40 years of age. Sample size was taken 114. So we collected the data manually and statistically, and analysis was performed using MS Excel and SPSS version 24. What are the inclusion criteria? All diagnosed cases of POAG above 40 years of age presenting to ophthalmology OPD at Santosh Medical College. Exclusion criteria: diagnosed cases of hypertension and age below 40 years. So results. According to results, 57% patients were found to be hypertensive when taken their blood pressure, as patients were coming to their routine checkup. So we were just following them, like we were following them for their routine investigation, and at that time also we took the blood pressure simultaneously. And also now age wise distribution, like we find out that 40 to 49 years of age group has highest number of patients who were having blood pressure, who were having hypertension. Male and female ratio: male has more prevalence rate than female. Okay, and relationship with diabetes mellitus, number of POAG patients with diabetes was found out to be 31, and POAG patients without diabetes mellitus was 83. Myopia was found to be 5.2% in all our hypertensive patients. Discussion: in our sample, 6 out of 114 patients had myopia, 5.2%, and there was no significant correlation with POAG, which is close to the result in the population-based study by Vijay et al. Myopia had a statistically significant association with POAG in the Arvind Eye survey. In the Blue Mountain Eye report, myopic subject had a double to triple increased risk of glaucoma compared with non-myopic subject, and the risk was independent of other risk factors for glaucoma and IOP. So the correlation between diabetes and POAG showed a trend towards significance, and effect persisted even on multivariate analysis, which was similar to finding of the Beaver Dam study. The Blue Mountain Eye study endorsed the link between diabetes and POAG, although no correlation was found between POAG and diabetes and Arvind Eye survey. Even in the Baltimore Eye survey indicated it was not linked to diabetes and POAG. In our sample study, there was no statistically significant association between systemic hypertension and incidence of POAG, which is consistent with the result from Barmoda's studies, eye study, and the V et al. Study. This was contrary to some population-based research, such as the 11th Blue Mountain Eye study, the 15th Egna Newmark study, and 47 Baltimore Eye study. There was also no major gender difference between patient with and without POAG in population-based study conducted in rural and urban South India and Central India. The study of the Blue Mountain Study disease showed a higher prevalence of POAG in women than in men, and similar results were seen in the study of Andhra Pradesh eye studies.
Gentle reminder, doctor, time is up.
Oh, okay. In our so, sir, should I continue? I'll just conclude with the conclusion, sir.
Yeah, I think you can conclude. Yeah.
Yeah. This was a cross-sectional study conducted among patients with primary open-angle glaucoma visiting the outpatient department of Santosh Medical College. A total of 114 patients with POAG were evaluated for concurrent presence of systemic hypertension. 114 patients, 73 were males and 41 females. Systemic hypertension was
said all this, doctor. Just say the last thing. You already said that in this slide.
Sum it up in one sentence.
According to my study, ma'am, like systemic hypertension was not that much relevant to glaucoma patient, already diagnosed glaucoma patient. So it was around 57.9%. It was not that much significant.
Dr. Darshini, this was your thesis presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Please, when you next time when you present, sorry to be telling you this, but your topic is on systemic hypertension and POAG.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And it was already in patients who had already established POAG. That's right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we were finding.
So if you have already established, it's not incidence. Incidence of POAG is in people who, in a general population, where you suddenly find them to be glaucomatous. Here you have taken patients who were already glaucomatous.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That was the part.
The criteria is not right. And for you to bring in myopia and diabetes, it confuses the whole picture. You could have just stuck to hypertension and taken the diastolic blood pressure relationship. You could have taken, tried to calculate ocular perfusion pressure. It would have been much more in the study. Thank you.
Okay.